This is my persuasive speech on why it should be mandatory at any clinic to charge patients a certain percentage of their appointment if they no-show for their appointment without calling. When your doctor orders a test or procedure, most of the time, most people will go to that. They go to the specialist. You want to know what's wrong with you. So you're going to go to the appointment. You're going to follow up with it. You're going to do what your doctor tells you to. Yet there are some patients that don't do what they're told. They may go to the appointment and be told you need to have this test done, but yet won't follow up with going to the doctor. When these people make their appointments, like most people I said that are concerned about their health, go to the appointment, continue with it. For those people that do not show up for their appointment, this creates a burden for multiple people. They don't realize that, unfortunately. For me, I work in a clinic and do a lot of scheduling of appointments, so it affects my job tremendously. Whenever your doctor orders a specific test for you, it's always going to take multiple people's time. For an example, like I said, I work at a clinic, work in the diagnostic scheduling department. When your doctor orders you to have a stress test, if you're having chest pain or shortness of breath, they order a stress test. There are different types of stress tests. A certain one is a cardiolite stress test. Unfortunately, with this one, you get a medication called cardiolite. When we schedule your appointment, it takes us up a nurse's spot for the nurses. The only disadvantage of when you don't show up for this appointment is, one, it could have been saved for a patient that really needs the appointment, someone that needs to get in urgently. Second of all, unfortunately, the medication expires within a few hours. So unless we can find somebody that can come in right away, a lot of times the medication is expired, therefore we end up eating the money for the medication dose. This dose is actually made in a different country. It can be made in Ireland or Canada. That's where we receive ours right now. Currently right now there's a nationwide shortage of the dose. So it's very important for them to show up for their appointment. To me, I feel that patients that no-show for their appointment should get charged a certain percentage based on what type of appointment they're having. If you're having a procedure done or a test done, there should be a certain percentage of the fee that you do have to pay for not showing up. Yet, I think there should be some stipulations to this. If there's a death in the family, of course, if you're in the hospital, any emergent cases like that can be exempt. But yet, people don't realize the spots that they don't come in and use. For us, it creates a lot of paperwork, and then when you call to reschedule, they act like it doesn't even matter. Oh, I forgot to call. It's not that hard to find a phone or anything. By having the patient pay a certain percentage also, this is going to help, or hopefully can help with insurance companies. You know, you get an authorization from your insurance company, this is authorized for a certain amount of time. If you don't go through with this, of course it doesn't charge your insurance, but then you have Medicaid, Medicare. If you don't show, we're still paying the insurance, therefore we're paying for your appointment. Like I said, I think that this should be mandatory with any clinics. There are some clinics now that do make you pay if you don't show or don't call in advance. I think this should be a policy with every clinic, hospital, any medical facility. That way, when there are slots that are open, they can get used by the people that really need them. Those emergent cases, those ones that aren't put on a waiting list for 6 weeks waiting to get in for a test. Right now, we are on a waiting list for our stress test till June. So if you don't show for your appointment, you know, unfortunately that's a spot that could have been for one other person. In conclusion, this can be a different opinion with everybody. Unfortunately, this is my opinion. I don't know if it's because I work in a clinic setting or not. I just feel, one, it's respect for anybody. Two, it's, I guess, nice, is another word I can think of, to just call ahead and just say, I can't make it. That way we can get in to help somebody else. If you are not concerned about your health and don't want to participate in your own health care, which there are people out there that don't want to do tests, they don't want to continue on with what they're doing, then you need to not schedule these tests. These tests don't need to be scheduled. If you don't want to do it, then don't schedule it. Let your doctor know, hey, I don't want to have this done because I don't want to participate in my health care anymore, which is fine. So that is my persuasive speech on why it should be mandatory for every clinic to charge patients a certain percentage of their appointment if they no-show. But like I said, there's always some circumstances to every rule. Of course, you got to have those that, if there's an emergency, that's definitely understandable. Thank you.